Hello and welcome, this is Skinner, and we're back with some more of the multi-consumer products playthrough of Stellaris using the MegaCorp DLC. Let's go ahead and continue here. More or less our objective is just to stay alive, as at this moment these guys could attack us really anytime. Let's see real quick what this is. Okay. Yeah, so that's not looking good. These guys are becoming more and more friendly with the bad guys. But at the same time, our other Federation member, and I never did rename this Federation. Never really thought of a good name for it, but these guys have entered in a relationship with our ally as well. What is a favorable axis? Alright. Just taking a look at things on our different planets. Make sure everything's looking okay. Looks mostly okay. Oh, we do have a building slot, so let's take a look at that real quick. So I don't have the minerals, but what are things that we could possibly need at this moment? Well, what strategic resources do we have available? Exotic gas, rare crystals. Okay, so we have all of the three that we can actually produce. There was the idea to get... Well, we could either do more research on this planet, because we have this guy, which will give us more bonuses. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Just get more research going on this particular planet. Because we still have quite a few... Yeah, we're doing alright with commercial good or consumer goods, so... Yeah, I think that's the route to go, is just get more research going on this particular planet. And just go from there. So, obviously we're going to need minerals for that. I just need to find the research so that I can actually... Yeah, okay, 360. Alright. Keep that in mind.
Colonial Enterprise upsizing.
Okay, so our colony is establishing itself. That's very good. Also, our fleet is arriving to get upgraded. They're at 3,545, so we'll have to see how far up they go with the upgrade. That upgrade should be substantial. What do we have going on here? Oh yeah, these are that trade fleet. Since I last recorded, I upped the performance of my computer even more, so hopefully we get a little bit smoother performance. So far it seems like that is the case, so I'm happy to see that.
Research actualized.
Okay, these guys are starting to send science vessels over here. I'm not sure if that's something I should worry about or not. Okay, we did get the advanced research complexes, so that does make sense to get more research facilities on Regulus Prime then. Let's go ahead and take a look at what our next research is going to be. So we could up our physics research, we could get more computer type stuff, colony development speed. By the time that researches our colony would probably be established. Survey speed, kind of not useful right now. So I think out of the ones, it'd be between these two. Why don't we just go ahead and grab this? Wouldn't hurt. We don't have a bonus towards it. And I don't think there is a way that we could get a bonus toward it because my science ship only has a guy that's this expertise. So... really not going to do as much good. I forget, where is he right now? Right there. Not really anything for us to survey, I guess. So, alright, we'll just sit tight then. Okay, we're not doing too bad on alloys. Since that upgrade process has started. You know what, I'm going to go ahead and grab this construction ship, and we're going to just expand into this area. I do want these couple systems here, as they're pretty valuable. Well, actually, this one, and this one are pretty valuable. We're going to have to... Oh, yeah, that's right, the influence. I may have to hold off then. But what we could do to get more influence is we could rival more of these guys, like the Element Star Empire. I mean, that makes sense. They hate our guts. So let's sort this by who hates our guts. And rival people that hate our guts. Like, for example, this guy. So we'll get a little bit of influence by doing that. There's probably a limit of how many rivals we could have, but it, you know, if we already have people that hate our guts, it kind of makes sense. Now, who are these guys? Okay, I do not want to rival this guy because he's allied to somebody else that... Well, the Element Star Empire, that makes perfect sense to rival them because they're kind of an enemy anyway, so... And it's quite possible that's the only other one we could do. I mean, I don't know how many rivals you can actually physically have. Alright, well that will help with some influence, at the very least, and make me feel a little bit more confident to go and expand here. What is the time scale, though, for our edicts? So, the big one, capacity overload is going to last another 6 years, so that's fine. Production targets is going to last till 28, so we have a lot of time on that one. So the main one we want is the research grant. That's what we're kind of waiting for. Not an absolute necessity, though. I feel like these two may be, because we'd be in the right if we didn't have this. So we still have 6 years to play with for that. So I think we'll be all right to start expanding here. We're not going to do it necessarily very quickly. 67 influence. Yeah, alright. Well, hopefully with the extra rivalries, we'll gain that back relatively quickly. We have to start moving here, or we're gonna be left in the dust. Other thing I could do real quick is take a look at the minerals. How expensive are they? Buy, let's say 500. And then we'll go to... Because I hate sitting on Regulus here and not building this building. So, we've got all these research complexes that we can upgrade. I'm still not sure if that's the best choice, the research lab. Because we're going to go through a lot of consumer goods with other choices as well. What do the research labs need to upgrade? Let's double check that. Ah, okay. So a good choice here would probably be to get more exotic gases, which I think I have the capability to create. I have to find the right building for it, but that way we'd be able to upgrade. Yeah, here it is. Exotic gas refinery. That'd give me 2, so that'd allow me to upgrade more, because we have 3 at the moment, and we probably have at least 1 research lab there. We have 1 here, so we'd need some. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Let's go ahead and build that. Because we're gonna run out of exotic gas if I don't. So that will be the idea. That takes minerals. Okay, well, that's a little bit of a problem because we don't have a huge mineral production, but not necessarily going to be the end of the world. And then to upgrade the research complex, we need... Wow, that's a lot of minerals. How many of the exotic gases do we have? Okay, we probably have plenty of that. I just bought from the market, so I'm kind of hesitant to buy again, although the price hasn't gone up that much. Let's buy one more time. So we can get the 1 research complex starting on the upgrade. I mean, this is the 3rd tier, if I remember correctly. Oh, the upkeep is 2. So we may need more refineries than I initially thought. I'm still going to do the upgrade here. I think probably the upgrades on Regulus Prime should have been more focused on. Okay, we now have open borders with these guys, so they're starting to like me. Let's see if we can get any kind of relationship with them. I don't know how much they like me. We do probably have mutual rivals at this point, so let's see if we can find them. Yeah, they're plus 90. That's actually not too bad. They're in their own federation, so I don't think there's a whole lot we can necessarily do with them. I don't think you can merge federations. I kind of highly doubt it. No. I mean, it looks like the only things we can do are like more basic stuff. And they don't want to have anything to do with any of those. So, yeah. But hey, hopefully our two alliances can work together. Now, I'll tell you right now, if the Element Star Empire attack again here, I am going to attack these guys. I'm going to stab them right in the back. So, I cannot let them continue to push here. If that happens again, this alliance will get too powerful, and I can't let that stand. So, I think that's going to be the stance that I take from here on out. These guys are still upgrading. Oh, so what are they asking for again? Yeah, it's the same thing that they've been offering, right? And we don't have the influence to offer them, so not gonna happen. Let's go ahead and speed up while we are at it, because there's not really going to be a whole lot going on until we get resources. I'm glad to see the game running a little smoother.
Complete.
It's still having a little bit of hiccups at the highest speed, but yeah, I think it's running a little bit smoother. That's good. Okay, so now that you're there, you can go ahead and build a research station for me. Hopefully that cuts down on piracy as well. I hope so, because if I could move this fleet away to somewhere else, that'd be nice. The next place that I'm going to expand to, that's actually a tough question. I may end up going over here, and then we could build another trade hub in Gorham to grab that trade in that location. And that's only trade value in this area, so that's fine. This might be a place we're going to want to colonize. There's 2 planets there, so that'd be very valuable. This system and this system are pretty valuable. This one's not bad either. It gives us some good minerals, so I think we're pretty good with that. So for now, let's just go ahead and continue here. We kind of do need the minerals here. Though mineral production is starting to improve, that's good to see. Food production could be better. Although the problem is I've maxed out all my mining, so we still have plenty of room to go with agriculture. So
Upscaling complete.
okay. So that research station got completed. Nice and fast. Now, I really cannot afford this influence. But you know what? I want that trade value, so let's go ahead and do it. So this is down a little bit, but these guys are still upgrading. Geez, alright. I mean, I guess they had a lot to upgrade, so... Okay, let's go ahead and speed up again. As a matter of fact, we may get enough alloy production here to do the other half of the fleet by the time they're done. This would be the last bit of expansion I do for a while, I think. Because we're going to have plenty to build here.
Upscaling complete.
Okay. Yeah, there it goes. There's the progress bar, 95%. Okay, mineral production is starting to get cut into.
Ships upscaled.
Because we just completed that one building on Regulus, so... let's go ahead and get the mining station taken care of so we can get that 6 minerals. That will help us quite a bit. And then we'll take the research station. And while we're at it, Gorham, go ahead and get another trade hub. I could put another gun battery in here, although technically missile technology is our highest weapon technology, so I could go missile battery. But for now, we'll just wait.
Research actualized.
Okay, more research. Okay, we got our robotic assault army. Let's see what else we can get here. So we could take the second level of this. Space torpedoes. Okay. Planet build speed. Civilian replica complexes. What does this need? It needs... Okay. Rare crystals, which we don't have a ton of. And the only way I think we're getting it is by me having buildings to produce it in the first place. So we could probably do one of these upgrades. Or, yeah, we'll probably need that fairly soon. So I'm going to go with that one over the others. Yeah, let's do that one. Okay, let's continue. So at this point, we could do the upgrades to these, but first off, we're going to get down on consumer goods by a decent margin when we do that. And then, okay, what do we got job-wise? So 7, 8, okay. Just seeing the difference between the population and how many jobs we have. And we have 9 here. Okay, they're starting to fill that out pretty well. It's nice to see. Let's see what we got here.
Upscaling complete.
Okay, yeah, again, that agreement continues. Alright, you completed that. Let's have you go ahead and do the research station. Okay, so these guys are done, and they went from 3.5, well, we had a more precise number. Okay, 4,683. So quite a big improvement there. I guess we're not too surprised to see that big of an improvement, though. Let's just go ahead and have these guys move over as well. It's possible if there's not much piracy here. We could move this fleet, actually, to here. And maybe just keep these guys where they are. I want to see what happens with the piracy as things move around. So I'm hoping we just need to have the smaller fleet sitting here and we'll take care of the piracy. But we'll find out here in a second. Okay, Imperium Rever, get us a migration treaty. All right. Well, we already have the Hydra people in our empire. At least that's what I call that particular empire.
Upscaling complete.
I have a feeling these guys are going to turn on us. We're getting a lot of agreements with the enemy. They're association status with us right now, so I think they'd probably need to be the one to break it. But if they do, I'm gonna go after them. I think if there's an opening, and they don't have an alliance, of course. I almost wonder, they have these colony ships sitting around. I almost wonder if they're that's probably just the AI being weird. Why you would have just a colony ships sitting around like that, I don't know. Okay, so you finished that. So we're now getting the trade value. How are we doing? As a matter of fact, let's have you actually enter orbit. How are we doing on that piracy? Everybody getting 100%? Yeah, I mean, but the fleets are still there, so it's kind of hard to say right now. There's no other trade value, I think, to grab here, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and get that. I mean, we could get anchorages or shipyards or other things like that, so I kind of want to just leave that last slot open just in case. And who knows what we'll get technology-wise, but if a war happens, I'll probably have that.
Research actualized.
Oh, yeah, okay. How much do you guys need? 2,300, so we could do that now. Alright. To do some new research. Ah, wormhole travel. This is still the thing where you need to have a natural wormhole, right? But it may actually open up the gate if we go further down that line. I don't actually know. Well, what does this do? Building a specialized science facility dedicated to studying a black hole. Our empire will surely be able to see improvements in our understanding of physics. Oh, interesting. Okay, we'll do this one. It gives us greater sensors as well. Again, computer tech, so we're not going to be doing that. Again, I could go with the wormhole travel. I mean, it doesn't necessarily say... It's not gateway tech, though. Let's click on the gateway and see what happens with that. Hold on. It may tell me what tech I need for this. Requires activation, requires gateway activation technology. So, yeah, that's not the same thing. And I don't know of any natural wormholes. I mean, maybe it's just something I have to research to get. It's not very clear. I feel like we go with the more we know what it is kind of thing. Yeah, let's go with that. How are we doing in the grand scheme of things, especially in comparison to our main rival, which is these guys? Okay, so superior, both fleet power and technology. All right. In any case, this is going to be a good point to go ahead and put a cut in the video, so I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.